They were easy targets. They wouldn't challenge the matters in court and things like that. And there was especially systematic racism towards Aboriginal people.
Umut Demir immigrated to Australia from Turkey and served as a police officer in Western Australia for 8 years. During that time, he says he witnessed and experienced horrific systemic racism within the Western Australian police force.
When I was a police officer, I witnessed things that were racist towards Aboriginal people, as well as other member of communities, basically non-white Australian people. I was subjected to continuous racism from every different level, from different individuals and different ranks.
Demir's complaint outlines in excruciating detail the type of daily humiliation he was subjected to as an immigrant and a Muslim from his fellow officers.
Like typical stereotype name callings from he's a camel rider, he's a donkey shagger, goat shagger, he's a bomb chucker, he's a terrorist.
He also says that he witnessed a deliberate policy of provoking and targeting innocent Aboriginal people to fill arrest quotas.
Numbers game. Every police officer had to arrest so many people.
His allegations come at a time when Australia is witnessing a historic shift in demands for justice for Aboriginal people victimised by law enforcement.
They were easy targets. They wouldn't challenge the matters in court and things like that. And there was systematic racism towards Aboriginal people.
Australia's Indigenous people are often cited as the most incarcerated group on earth, making up 2 to 3% of the national population, but almost 30% of the prison population.
I witnessed racism towards Aboriginal officers, Aboriginal Police Liaison officers. They were calling them names behind their backs, but they wouldn't really do it to their face.
Of all the experiences Demir witnessed, perhaps the most harrowing is the story of Morgan Brofo.
He was one of the homeless people around Perth, and he was actually a very good chat, and he was a very knowledgeable person, and we used to talk about international politics and all that sort of things, which was unusual. And one day he was found dead in the street, and one of the officers who was dealing with him as well went there and took his photo where he was found dead from a very close shot. And he put it on his wallpaper, on his computer, on his wallpaper. It was open plan office where everybody could see, and he was walking up and down and saying, "Oh, one down, one gone, one less." And all the other sergeants and team leaders and all that, they were making nasty comments and they were all laughing about it.
Umit and Morgan Brofo's brother Herbert have complained about the incident, but so far all allegations have been denied by the West Australian Police. Demir now intends to take his case to the Crime Corruption Commission.
Police officers are there to provide safety, security and justice to people, number one. We are not there just to fill up quotas and numbers and arrest those people. This country was built on the wealth that was coming from the soil, and you can't just turn around and say, "It was a long time ago, get over it. I didn't do it." This sort of social issues take long time, and especially if you ignore it, it only gets worse. It just gets worse.